It was a little more than a year ago when the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan after 2 decades of fighting and many lives lost.
Tonight, a local veteran of 2 wars, Vietnam and Afghanistan, shares with me his firsthand perspective on the unique challenges our military face there. Don Willoughby was a low, slow-flying Army bird dog pilot during President Nixon's secret war in Cambodia, trying to sniff out the North Vietnamese enemy below.
I was the 1970s version of the Predator drone.
He came back home in late 71, and by 73, all U.S. troops were coming home, hoping the South Vietnamese military we trained and funded could stand on its own. But 2 years later, the South's capital of Saigon fell.
And then it was a mad dash out the door into the parking lot for the waiting helicopter.
46 years later, a similar scene played out in Afghanistan.
Would you say our biggest failure was not to understand Afghanistan and the Afghans?
That's true. No question in my mind.
In 2007, Willoughby was hired by an American company to be a senior public affairs advisor to the Afghan Minister of Defense. He spent hours studying the country, a region about the size of Texas, dominated for hundreds of years by more than a dozen different tribes, as well as various ethnic groups, religions, chiefs, and even warlords.
Tribes were always in conflict with each other. This tribe would join this tribe and they'd fight that tribe. Maybe the next time this tribe would join that tribe to fight this tribe. And that's the basis of their entire governing form, or the tribes. Not a central government. They've never believed in central government. You can just see it's a nightmare waiting to happen.
Deeply held resentments could come up at any time, as Willoughby learned when he pulled his translator aside after being brusque with 2 Afghan officers.
And he looks at me and he says, "I'm Hazara, and I'm Shia, and he's Pashtun, and they are Sunni, and they tried to eliminate all the Hazara, and they eliminated 95% of us."
Willoughby, who wanted a turban as a parting gift, says even the way a turban was wrapped could differentiate you from another group. Corruption is also part of the culture for a nation that's among the poorest in the world. For example, it took Willoughby's interpreter repeated efforts and money that fell on the floor to convince a clerk to hand over an important piece of paperwork.
That must have been mine. I must have dropped it. And he reaches down his stack and pulls out and he says, "Here's your piece of paper." I mean, it was just common.
Even though we saw Afghans display their purple-stained finger to show they'd voted in the country's first democratic election, Willoughby maintains many did not know the significance.
So here you had the first vote for the first president with people that had no idea what a president does. To them, their higher authority is their tribal chief.
During his time in Afghanistan, Willoughby says troops from one region would often be sent to another, sometimes creating friction over tribal or religious differences, and even problems when it came to paying a soldier.
He goes absent without leave and spends 2 weeks of going down to Kandahar to take his family money, and then another week to come back.
And Willoughby says even the implementation of a direct deposit banking system only helped a few of the Afghan troops in major cities.
But what it didn't do was help the poor private up in Mazar Sharif, because he didn't bank. The odds are he couldn't even read. He probably couldn't even sign his name.
The frequent rotation of American officers also created problems, with the Afghans sometimes dragging their feet if they didn't like their marching orders.
But they do it very slowly, because they knew that in, quote, 6 months, that person would be gone. So they just started calling all American officers six-month officers, because they're going to be gone.
Willoughby believes an early warning sign of what was to come could be found in a training officer's question to a new Afghan recruit.
What are you going to do when the Americans leave? And he says, "I'm going to lay my gun down and I'm going to go back and joined my tribe and family. I mean, we knew that back in 2004, 2005, just from the interviews of the troops.
And a saying he heard numerous times while in the country should have been a warning too.
You can't buy an Afghan. You can only rent them. And basically that's what the government was doing. The rice farmer in South Vietnam didn't care who won. He just knew that the next day he was going to be out working his rice paddies. And that's kind of the same way in Afghanistan that they're going to do. This hamlet out here is going to be doing what it did for 100 years or 200 years.
Don's translator and his family left Afghanistan well before the end. Willoughby says he is sad to see this happen twice in his lifetime. Unfortunately, he believes many of the people he worked with in Afghanistan have been subjected to harsh treatment, just like some of those left behind in Vietnam.